kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake on first down. And they'll start off with a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Play action fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Finds a receiver wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Sun Devils looking to cash in the red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. What a weapon for this offensive quarterback. He can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Here comes a handoff. A quick juke. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. It's Perkins. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Ducks will have to punt this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Sun Devils will line up to boot it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he's looking to pass the ball, a little trickery. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. We're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Fighting him off. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. Pulls it in. It's Raiola. And they've got him.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This offense is still clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. There's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To throw, it's Perkins. Quick throw to the left. But they don't make the connection. That one.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do.
Look at that, he's still going. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over first and 10.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
What a nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better.
And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Will he score here? And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Quarterback's got it on the option. Touchdown, Arizona State. This offense really clicking.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. To be brought down, but a penalty marker was on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? As the 1st down is still going. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Handoff heading left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a toss play to the right. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Trying the old counter play here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The pass rush closing in. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30 now. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. It's going to cost himself a game.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Perkins. On the run here, lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away. Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Oh, and another incompletion.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. The quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Oregon offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
17. And your Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. And is intercepted. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And that sums up the game so far.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Pass hauled in near the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead. And looking for a big play here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
It's a shotgun run call. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense adds 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
42, Oregon 17.
And the fair catch signaled for and take it. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it on the move. He makes the grab. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Ooh, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Now, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on it.
Touchdown, Arizona State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it at the end zone for a touchback. much powerful offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Empty set now, 5 wide. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaking free at the 35. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, ASU. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of his quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
56, Oregon, 17.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
What a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Defense all over that play. They stop him. He did not get the first down.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Running it back, it's Cole. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Oregon offense will take over 1st and 10.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. Throwing for his running back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency to come to the line again. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second down. Ball handed off. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Trying to make the first with a wide receiver handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the third quarter.
Arizona State 56, Oregon 17.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Perkins. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Oh, there's the stiff arm.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle, but 1st down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
It's a run to the left. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
That's another good run for him. What else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Get set.
The back's got it on a counter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Has the 1st down still on the move. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. The clock at 0-0. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.